What's up and welcome y'all, it's Brandy here with another reaction video. Today we will be reacting to Color Blindness is Now Racist. Y'all know with touchy subjects like this, we keep this space safe and respectable, okay? We learn to agree to disagree and be able to express ourselves without being mean and cruel to each other. So, that being said, let's get into this video.
Hi, my name is Scott Weinberg, and I'm a candidate for school board. I have two children in the district. I recently obtained a PowerPoint presentation used during the Corwin Deep Equity Professional Development Training. One slide labeled "Why Color Blindness Doesn't Work" states, "Differences make a difference. They don't have to get in the way. If we pretend differences don't exist, then we are in the way." I feel that this training is in direct conflict with the teachings of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., who famously spoke of his dream to live in a nation where his children would not be judged by the color of their skin, but by the content of their character. Sadly, there are those among us who not only reject Dr. King's vision of a colorblind society, but twist his words to defend their own bigotry. These individuals are without moral character, and we should judge them accordingly. They have slandered good and decent parents as racists, Nazis, and white supremacists, and have projected their own hate onto those who disagree with their insidious ideology. Another slide is labeled "Affirmative Action for White Males" and states 90% of Fortune 500 CEOs, 82% of state governors, 75% of university presidents and school superintendents, 80% of Congress, and 94% of the Academy of Motion Picture Arts are all white males. No sources are cited for these percentages. Then the slide concludes, "Affirmative action for white males has worked well." Corwin preaches that differences make a difference while simultaneously dismissing any difference other than race that might explain these percentages. We are led to believe that inherent bias and institutional racism are responsible for white males being hired over minorities with no consideration for experience, ability, character, personality, or the racial makeup of the applicant pool. These are just two slides from this extremely divisive training presentation. I have many more and will continue sharing them until this board follows in Chandler Unified's footsteps and cancels the Corwin Deep Equity Program. In closing, I want to remind Superintendent Vesely and the board that you work for and represent the tax-paying citizens of Arizona and the parents in this district. As such, please try to show some humility and respect for all the people you claim to serve, not just the ones that agree with you. Thank you.
I ain't gonna lie, that ender part was a little spicy, baby. The ender part was definitely spicy. He hit that. Yeah. Not just the ones who agree with you, babes. Do what's right. Yeah. That was spicy, baby. That was spicy for sure. But my intake on this really going to the Dr. Martin Luther King thing. In that part when it said color blindness doesn't work. I don't agree with that at all. Not at all. I feel, because when you're growing up as a child, children play with other children regardless of what skin color they is, what type of hair they have. Like, you can be purple, a child will play with you. Because what? They don't think about color as a problem. They see it, they're different, but they don't understand completely why they're different, if that makes, I'm sorry, you guys. They don't understand completely as into why they're different. It's only when you get older, when the world hits your brain, when so much is coming at you left and right and just building your mental, you may become a product of your environment. You may become a product of what your That's the same thing. That's the same thing what I'm saying. But that's not what I'm trying to say. A product of your environment, or you will become influenced by others. That was the same thing as well. Like, it sound like the same thing, but I promise you guys, I'm trying to like put it in a whole different term. Like, a product of your environment. Say for instance, you live in poverty. Those who live in poverty tends to, be like either you're depressed or you're eager to make it out of poverty. That's what I mean. Like, it all depends on you becoming a product of your environment. And then what I'm saying, influenced by other people, how someone can tell you, perfect example from my sister. She was saying, don't you know how a person to be like, oh, that movie was trash. Don't go see that movie. That movie was trash, right? Say for instance, you don't go see the movie because somebody else said it was trash and you took their word for it instead of going to see what it was for yourself. But it turns out you can actually go see the movie and you turns out to enjoy it. That's your feelings, that's your thoughts, that's all you. Instead of going off what somebody else trying to say. That's what I was trying to say. I hope y'all followed what I was trying to say with that. But I just feel like color blindness helps a lot. Diversity is a beautiful thing to me. Like, it's very beautiful. It's a very powerful thing. I love, like, don't get me wrong, I don't like a lot of verses. I don't like a lot of that, but I love to see different cultures team up together to fight against something that needs justice, some injustice. I believe I said that right. But I just love to see diversity. I love to see cultures mixed together. I love to see cultures trying to learn and understand another culture. It's a beautiful thing. Like, it's just beautiful. Nowadays in my generation, like, everything is so media. It's so social media. Okay? So we see something on social media. Like, right now I think Indonesian food is trending. And we're trying Indonesian food. We're trying fufu or goosey soup and all this other stuff. Like, we're curious about other cultures. Like, I just feel like if we learn to not think about the color of our skin and just look at each other as the human race and do stuff like that, it'll be better. I mean, we all know that it'll be better that way, but guess what? It's not that easy. It sounds easy, but it's not that easy. Because we just have some people that hold on to things and cannot let it go. There are wrongs that has been done. But, hey, we can only see what the future holds with this. But I understand this is a school board meeting. So, it's not really much I picked up and pulled from it. But what stood out to me most was the Dr. Martin Luther King quote, and also the PowerPoint slides. So I just felt like I can take from that and say my little spiel. I know I was all over the place a little bit, but that's okay. It's okay. I get a little shaky in front of this camera. But it's all good. Y'all let me know in the comments what y'all think. What was y'all intake on this? What is something that was said in here that I missed? I may have misunderstood. Let me know. Remember, keep the comment section a safe and respectable space. The original link to the video will be down in my description box. Make sure y'all go show some love and support to that if you would like. I enjoyed the video. I hope you enjoyed the video. Like, comment, and subscribe. Until next time. Bye.